2, 1. Hello, and welcome back to some Alan Wake with me, the Biscuit Boy. Hi, Kim. Yeah, we're going to do some Alan Wake. I'm not in a good place mentally. Let's do this.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming.
We don't need to see that. This is where we start. 3 years ago in New York.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
I will once I find the secret thermos that's around here somewhere. There it is.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Yeah. Well, what's in this room? No, manuscript page. Return to sender. What I can't forget. Alex Casey. The things that I want. The fall of Casey.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
Well, that was dark. I'm guessing that's some of Alan's book there that we just probably the one he's working on now. I don't know. Yeah, that was dark. Hopefully you can't hear my dog barking. 'Cause she's a bitch.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow. Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh, Alan, you dog.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm here, love.
Right
I'm right
here.
next to you.
I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
She don't
I
like
know
the
it's
dark.
stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
Thanks for this.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Alice meant to be speaking to me. And he's not. Do I just leave? I think he's meant to be speaking to me. Okay, I'll just leave.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
You are a very lovely woman.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Your voice does not match your face.
That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on, other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town, refuses to step on shadows, things like that. Back in her day, she wrote about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
Are those subtitles just always going to be there? Are they just always going to... Oh, good, they disappear. I was getting distracted. Ooh, more coffee. One another page.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
That old lady knows something about what's going on.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Those two fighting over the fucking radio.
The sheriff wants to see
Yes,
you
I
in her office.
know, you fucker. Who's missing? Blur, apparently. Have you seen this man? I don't know if he's next for winning the contest. Oh, a knack for winning contest. I don't know who that is. I guess he won a contest to be in this game. I don't know. Richard, Bruce, Danksley, Jacob Miller on a camping trip overheard hadn't been in contact. If you have seen them or know where else, please call 555-9232. 9932, I mean. Thank you. That probably was a working number at one point.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Thanks.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd locked me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan,
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak.
Mr. Wade, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit drinking for good.
Oh, no such luck. He went on a bender and beat Danny so badly. He started
The deputies,
they
don't understand. They won't listen to me. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different.
Thank you.
Know, I shouldn't even be in here. The cops, they got it all wrong. See, sure, I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time. I only got drunk afterward. Okay, listen, you gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker.
This guy has seen one of the dark people. That's why he wants to light him.
It only looked like him. You wanna know who it really was? I can tell you.
Not a space alien, but it's close.
It was a goddamn space alien! I know it sounds like something a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
Sure.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the Dark Presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
Cauldron Lake. The darkness is all over this
The
town.
morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
And people are noticing it. But it's only Alan is the one fighting it. Which is interesting.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Fair enough. I have to run away before the music plays too much, because I'll get in trouble. One of these episodes, episode 2 has got banned in a country, and I was like, oh, what country? And it's like the Russian Federation, which I thought it was just Russia. I didn't know it was called the Russian Federation. Yeah. The Russian Federation. Can't watch Alan Wake Part 2.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, forced myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Where's my goddamn wife?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry? Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been
My boy Barry.
You and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Just escape using this ladder, Alan. Well, we've got to do this the legal way, mate. How the fuck do I get over this? All like that. I forget Alan can jump, because I'm used to so many games where you can't jump. I fully forget Alan could jump. Oh, the dark still got him.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So true, Alan. My world of West Europe has died.
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey, come on. Take it easy.
Yes, Alan. Yes.
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Oh, I love Barry. He grew on me. I originally hated him.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl, and more importantly,
I come here to rent a cabin where I can wait till midnight.
Dedicated to you.
Oh yeah, I'm not reading all that. Fuck that shit.
And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
Was she now, Barry? I'm glad she
Seriously,
helped you.
Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
And everything's just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. Could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Go rent a fucking cabin. Barry, you need to stop believing me. He does at some point.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done. Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins. Oh, Mr. Wake.
I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Hell, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Poor
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Yeah, I'll go. Calm down.
Okay, boy, we're almost done.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing... Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds.
Very crazy.
Don't joke on me. Freak me out? It's working. Ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
No, Barry, it's real. You have to believe me. You're my only hope. You're my only hope, Barry. It's a form, mate.
This is the form you wanted?
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Oh, thanks. I didn't even fill out that fucking form. I just grabbed
If
it.
you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that. Oh, and hey, if you take a walk in the woods, watch your steps so you don't end up like Max.
Cheers.
I'm a little worried. We got a bunch of campers out there we haven't heard from. It's not like these people are on a schedule, but with the traps, well, you know.
Oh,
Just don't want any trouble.
Right, thanks.
Basically, people for me to fight.
You're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Yeah, that's what I thought, Barry. You're gonna work with me. Again, he'll grow on you guys. He'll grow on you guys. He's lovely. Really. There's a lot of story in this game. More story than gameplay.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry! They'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Bless you.
Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. You want to know where you can shove that flashlight?
Lock the door when I leave.
Yeah, you go ahead and do what you have to do. I'll be fine. Alone, but fine. In a cabin straight from a horror movie.
Alright, Barry. Come with me if you're worried, you prick.
Real funny, Al. Real funny. Ha-ha. Thank you. I'll just sit here in the dark till you come back. Until I get eaten by a grue.
I'm not gonna leave Barry in the dark. He's our boy. And the dark in this game is pure fucking evil.
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down
Alright, bye Barry.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for.
It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry.
I'm armed with a flashlight and a gun. They took all my other guns. See, this is why I should use the flares and shotgun, because they took it.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I feel the rumble as the world shifts into the dreamy darkness nightmare. And it truly is. Oh, I thought I might be able to jump up there. It's not. Have I just locked myself out by accident? I have a lot of editing to do on this one.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Yes, because the pages are a reflection of life, and life is a reflection of the pages. Because Alan Wake fucking wrote it, so it's true. They so should, for the marketing of Alan Wake 2, have the actor of Alan Wake, like fucking just go do signings or something for his book.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
So basically, she loves him, he loves her, but because he's not some Hollywood superstar, she doesn't want to be a... Typical. Typical. Well, I gave up on love fucking years ago. I just focus on... No. Guys, I've had long years in my life for. I'll save you. God. Where's Rusty? I can hear you, but I don't know where the fuck you are. Oh, famous. Neaties. I don't know why, but it's so satisfying to pick those up. It's like the best collectible in gaming. Yeah, Rusty, I'm just I'm picking shit up.
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
I don't want to die alone, Mr. Wake. Why have you ridden it this way? I have to explore, I'm sorry. Again, I'll edit most of the exploring out, but I have to explore. No way, Rusty, I'm gonna shave y'all. Oh, you fuck, Rusty, you fuck. Yeah, you go. You're dead, boy.
Mr. Wake? Oh, hell. It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back.
Rusty is dead.
Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
I'm telling you now, Rusty is dead because if I have to fuck off and come back, he's gonna die in the time I'm gone.
The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
I like the idea that Alan found that page and that's why he ducked later on. It's probably not true. But I just like that idea of like, Alan found a page about, I'm gonna die unless I fucking duck at the last moment.
I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Told you, Rusty's gonna die. Oh, come on.
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
I also found a way there's a way to zoom in without it using my light. Rusty, you're dead, I told you.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole.
Fucking hell.
Please don't feed the animals.
Who the fuck said that?
Fishing! Who heard yourself, Mark? License, no bay!
That's because it's Rusty. Rusty, he's gone all dark on me. Come on, Rusty boy. God damn, Rusty. You're fast. You're too fast. The thin layer of skin. Oh god. Yes, Alan. Go for those range kills. Poor Alan here. Reach Lover's Peak. It's coming. Darkness. Why are all my favorite games play like this and revolve around the dark? Because the Darkness 1 plays like this and revolves around the dark. Alone in the Dark, which is a great game, plays like this and revolves around the dark. And this game plays like this and revolves around the dark.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
See? Told you Barry comes on our side. Barry's our boy.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Okay, maybe I don't ship Rusty and Rose anymore, considering apparently she's barely out of her teens and he's like a 30-year-old. So yeah, maybe I don't ship them anymore. By maybe I mean I definitely don't ship them anymore. Creepy little perv. Yeah, I have to go that way at some point, but let's go this way for now. The fuck? Have I just looped back around? I have. Yeah. What? How did I do that? How did I do that? How did I manage to loop back around? What the fuck? Yeah, what? How did I... Oh, wow. That's how. That's really stupid of me.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Sure it is, Alan, but there's a yellow arrow to go this way, which means it's gonna be stuck. This one is really off course, isn't it? Like the fuck? This one is proper off course. Like frequent bootleg activity from 1990 to 1933. Fair enough. Shotty is worth. The shotty is worth the detour. Although it only has 2 bullets, so maybe we'll save that for now. Then again, I understand as someone who created something, it's you got to try and make people see every single part of it. Again, I've recently announced today, time of filming, the 22nd of the 3rd. That sadly, my time as a DM has ended. One of the players got frustrated with how things were going. They didn't say anything, they just left. Rusty's hair. But rather than, oh shit, I'm going to get fucked up the ass. Rather than that, no. Rather than like things going bad between me and the people who are playing, because I think they're awesome, I just thought it's probably best just to give up on the whole D&D, TTRPG thing. Because I'd rather, you know, as much effort as I put into the TTRPG stuff, which was a lot, I'd rather keep the players as like friends than lose them. Yeah. There was so much of that world that they didn't discover that, and that they won't ever discover now. I did do a big lore dump on my stream that I did today, Cult of the Lamb one, so I won't really do one now. But for anyone who wants to know the lore and check things out, my Ko-fi has a bunch of lore at the moment for the TTRPG world that I created. The world of West Uriv. And I'll add more on there later.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
I think that's good though. I think you and your best mate shouldn't fancy the same sort of girl. It's still gonna lead to awkward shit. Although, I really need to look at who I call my friends. Not the online people, by the way. You're awesome. I mean in real life. I found shit out about someone I used to call a friend in real life recently that's very bad. And then, you know, my other main real life friend is Bestie, and my Luke little man. It's not really going to be a thing anymore. I'll say that. Fucking hell. How many of these fuckers are there? Yeah, there's the big boy and then there's two little. I didn't realise they sparked blue if you shoot them. It would be before they've been broken. Nice. Dead. I swear it's... Oh, it's just reading that. Oh god, there's more of them. You fucker. There we go. I need more fucking ammo. There's loads of those fuckers, weren't there? Fucking hell. I'm getting sober again as well, so yeah. A real drinky poo at some point. Or I just be up early for work tomorrow. Maybe I shouldn't. God, how many fuckers are there? So I've only got 6 fucking bullets left. You need to back off. Thank you. I need some ammo. Get to the light, Alan. Get to the light. Why have you stopped, you fucker? Oh no, the generator's gonna go out. Fuck. Look, it's Dying Light before Dying Light was the thing. Or Dead by Daylight, I mean. Dead by Daylight before Dead by Daylight was the thing. You gotta love the emergency kits. They've got batteries and revolver ammo in them.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason. Packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. Things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Yeah, good old fucking Tom. Not to spoil things for this game, but that is Tom. That's who the 2 old people, Thor and Odin, thought we were. They thought we were Tom, but we're not. Taken up, filled with the darkness. I know, Tom. You've told me before, mate. But cheers for the reminder, Tom. Yeah, they thought we were Tom, because Tom is like Alan. Yes, Tom is like Alan. He's a creator. So the darkness tried to harness him as well to create world where it could live, basically. That's basically what's going on. The darkness is using creators such as Alan here, who's a writer, or Tom, who I believe is a poet, to create worlds in which it can live. Because basically it is the darkness is like what's before you write something or create something. So when you create something, the darkness can no longer live. But you're gonna have to have a shotgun to get them, mate, 'cause I've got one shotty bullet left. That's great. I'm fucked. Unless there's something over here. Nope. Cool, I have a single... I need to stop yawning. I have a single shotgun bullet left to make it through this fucking park. Oh, it's blocked. That's great. I can jump over the fence. But is there anything over this way before I do? Why is that swinging? It's a place where people train their shots. And we're not going to do that, Alan. We have one bullet left. We need to kind of save this for when we're fucked. Run, Alan, run. Please don't let anything come and attack us, because again, one shot. Look at that, we ain't got any bullet. Me acting like I'm not, like Alan's the one who got out. It was me. Here we get attacked by birds.
We gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
That was...
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes. Yeah, but... Let's move! I lost my gun back there. Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake. You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
I'm trying to say something. That was real action hero movie shit right there. That was like proper like, boom. Sadly, I'm going to have to end it there, because this recording session is running a bit long. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and come back to find out what happens at Lover's Peak with me and the kidnapper. Maybe we rescue my Maybe we rescue my wife. Maybe we just make out. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for watching. I've been the Biscuit Boy. Please head to the description down below and check out the awesome official Bishop Band Friends. That is Jasper. They are fantastic, brilliant, really busy at the moment, but still brilliant. Check out their Insta and their imprints. You can buy some of their stuff. It's real great. Under them we have Ours, fantastic streamer. She also does awesome YouTube videos. Only done 2 at the moment, but still they are some of the best editing I've ever seen. Underneath that is Kitten Poker. We currently have a little competition going on. I say currently, I mean we're gonna, but by the time this comes out, it probably would have started. In April, we're going to be playing Alice Madness Returns on Nightmare Mode, seeing who can finish the game first. And last but no means least, Mike UK42. We are good friends. We've done the most collabs together. Like for my channel, he collabs with a lot of other people. So. But for my channel, most collabs together. Currently running through Far Cry 6, I believe. So go check him out. And then after that, you could check out the Ko-fi if you feel like it. There's always stuff there, I guess. I don't know.